Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So, the last 2 weeks I have cleared out one job in Sumner. I'll show you what I got all that here in a minute. And looks like the next month I've got 2 more lined up. So, hey, whatever. More inventory for next year. So, this is it's all Hemlock and Cypress. The Hemlock was dead standing, but it had to go. So the Cypress, it's more of a shrub, but here in the Northwest it grows quick. It doesn't grow as fast as cottonwood, but it's equivalent for growth. So let me see if I can find one here on the stump and show you guys in one thing at a time. I do have some splitting that I got to do. I realize this channel is becoming a splitting channel. I did go to the Mopar car show today, and what a disappointment. I'd rather see, I'm the kind of guy, I like to see the old school cars, the cars that have been around a while. You know, once, the older it gets, the longer it's had chances to get wrecked and beat up and whatever. Cars to me that are within their first 10, 15 years, unless it's something really special, I don't care. The way cars to me work and fall apart is usually it's the very first owner that takes care of it. It's the car, whatever it needs, the car gets. The second owner, to a point, it gets that, but it starts to get lost. And then the older it gets, it just becomes a commodity. It's just a vehicle to get you from point A to point B. Who cares? At that time, think about it. Billions were made when it was built. Millions of them have been crushed. And about the time it gets to right around 20, 25 years, 30 years old, now those that are survived are worth more. Or you have guys like me that I drove, my first car that I bought was a 73 RX3. I sold it to a friend. He used it for parts to keep a couple other cars alive. But now I'm in a, guys, what, 40s, 50s, 60s, you guys are in an era where, hey, you kind of want that back. So that's kind of how it goes. But that's okay. But yeah, today it was only like maybe 30 cars and tons of people around. So where last time I went, it was 2019, there was at least a couple hundred cars and everybody was all spread out. So that's okay. Maybe next time. Anyway, let me show you what I got on the agenda today. And anyway, this is all the seasoned wood I've got left. The whole pile right there. Behind it is oak. It's not ready yet, but I'll have to check it on a meter just to be sure. I'm pretty sure it's not ready. But all of that in the last couple months was full, and it's all gone. So anyway, out of the Sumner job, this is what I got. It's Hemlock that you're looking at in front. Behind over there by the dolly hand cart, that is Cypress. Here's a stump of Cypress, and it's only maybe 10 years old. If you look, you can actually see the rings, but I wanted them gone. That was the stump. Like I said, that was the stump. but they can get pretty big. So cypress to me is a combination of fir and cedar. To me, it's like a hybrid. It smells like cedar, burns like fir, kind of slow and hot, but it doesn't go up as fast as cedar does. So anyway, the log splitter did have a leak on it. I think I fixed it for now. It was leaking out of here. So even though there wasn't a gasket or O-ring, I added some silicone, took it off, cleaned it off, added some silicone, and so far no leaks. It was just starting, so wasn't a whole lot. I'll just keep an eye on it. But oh well. We're having it just under a year, and that's its first major problem. Like I said, the oil leak was just starting, so not a biggie. Let's get you set up and we'll get some splitting, because I gotta break this down so I can make that a whole cord stack. So since this was the Hemlock was dead standing, it should be ready to go in a month. So let's open it up and see how it looks. for those of you that don't know, that's a little punky stuff to me. That wheelbarrow full, I'll dump it in my fire pit, and I'll get about 4.5 hours of burn time out of it, to where it's just down to a bed of coals. So, in case you didn't know, that's what I do with all my scraps right off the splitter. Some of it is just, I mean, some of that's okay, but I'll toss it in my splitter and off it goes, or in the fire pit. Anyway, thought I'd show you a little bit splitting. Some of you guys know what Hemlock is. Some of you don't know what Cypress is. So I figured I'd show it off. Why not? I gotta split it down anyway. Next year's inventory. So anyway, I think this week's channel mention, I think we'll give it to Larry Kluck. He's been at this YouTube rabbit hole longer than I have. So I'll put his link in the description, and the other one we'll do, how about Wood, Sweat, and Tears. He's upped his game a little, and he definitely has fun with it. Even a couple other, between him and a couple other channels, including Larry Kluck. That's how YouTube to me should be. Have fun at it. We all have fun with each other. We can pick on each other, laugh it off, go back and forth, whatever. So anyway, till oh yeah, and it's much cooler today than it's been in weeks. So for those of you in the Midwest getting the heat wave, sorry, I kept it as long as I could, so had to send it off eventually. So anyway, for those that have been around a while, thank you. New subscribers, thank you for joining. And then, yeah, till next Wednesday. I do put out content every Wednesday. So until next time, drive safely, travel safely, and thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and all that neat stuff. It does help my channel grow, helps other channels grow as well. So until next Wednesday, see you later.